Rockeyez would like to welcome Bob Dee. Hey man, what's up? And I just want to thank you very much for inviting me and Mark to Gramercy to see your show. It was amazing, and I appreciate the invite.
Hey Brian,
Cool.
Good to be with you today. Good to be with you. I'm so happy you came to the show. It was a great show.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, we had a blast up there. It was so much fun. As you can see, I was smiling the whole time. It was awesome.
Definitely. Now let's go through some of the music that you released. I might miss some things, so you can fill me in.
Right.
But back in 2005, you did Bullets and Band-Aids. That was a 10-track disc. Can you tell me anything about that? Because I really haven't heard it.
Oh, right. That was our first single. That was a song called Out of My Face.
Right.
Got us signed. And, Tom Mathers with Paris Records?
Great guy.
Yeah, he actually signed us. The album came out on Paris Records. America's biggest hard rock label, I guess.
Right, yeah.
He was really behind that album, and we did a great video for it.
Wow.
It actually hit Europe. All my stuff keeps going over to Europe for some reason. And Japan, that was a good thing for the Japan tour for that.
Right.
That came out on Paris Records called Bullets and Band-Aids.
Yeah. Tom is actually a mentor to me.
Wow.
He taught me a lot of things about the business and stuff like that, and legal stuff, and so it was a real learning experience. And I can't say enough for that guy.
Oh, great.
Very cool.
Yeah, we played South by Southwest, and he's down in Texas. We were supposed to go fishing together, actually, when I was down there, but I didn't have any time, So.
Yeah. He's always showing his fish,
Right?
Yeah.
He's, so cool. I just, met him, and we talk on the phone like you and I do, and it's like, yeah, dude, come and go fishing with me,
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I love it.
In 2009, I got Starlight, which was 5 tracks, and I guess the single or the song that really hit was Mother Says.
Yeah, Mother Says. We did a video for that one too. We starred Victoria Lee in that video. I don't know if you ever saw her. She was like my muse for a while.
Right.
One of the other singles off that was We Are Stars. And I signed this deal with the Horizon View. It's out of Paris.
Right. Wow.
And they just pushed that song, We Are Stars, all over Europe. It was really amazing, just the plays we got on that.
Cool.
And it was in Relix magazine, Relix CD pullout.
Right. Wow. That's cool. Cool. It seems like I got a lot of music to catch up with you.
Yeah, right. We Are Stars. We mixed that song for hours, 2 hours, just getting the guitars. You were really happy with that song.
Cool. That's cool.
It's pretty rocking.
Now, in 2010, you had Heartbeats Heavy.
Right, Heartbeats Heavy.
Right.
The only thing that came out of that, we did this really cool video where, with Victoria Lee. We're both spies.
Right.
Song Take My Hand.
Cool. I got to check that out.
I was a spy and she was a spy, and we're hired to kill each other in the video.
Cool. I got to see that.
Yeah, it's really cool. We rented this place in the city, this beautiful hotel.
Right.
And we made it her lair, We put up swords and guns and stuff on the walls.
Right. Wow.
She was the assassin. And then my place I was an assassin. We had all my guns and stuff.
Cool.
So we met in this hotel room, and she tricks me at the end, and something bad happens to me at the end.
Wow.
I'll let all your listeners and you check that out. But
oh yeah, definitely.
I fell for a pretty face.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. In 2012, you had Up All Night, which was I guess a 5-track EP, and I guess you started recording, then you moved to Brooklyn for recording again.
Yeah, we had to move to Brooklyn. We were recording in the city, and the studio closed down, as many studios do.
Right.
And we found this guy there, and he was just giving us a really good deal.
Cool.
In Brooklyn. The Up All Night was really great because I did a UK tour with that.
Right, yeah.
The Up All Night tour.
Wow.
And that seemed to really, really hit home,
Right, yeah. You went to Japan for that, right? And
what was that,
2012, 2013 around or something like that?
Yeah, it was really awesome. We did the Osaka Music Festival, and the fans, that's where I got the comic, too. I don't know if you saw the comic book of me.
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, we have it on my website.
Okay.
A Japanese fan made me a complete comic of me.
Cool.
Me and Victoria Lee, on a motorcycle, and
wow.
It was pretty amazing. So we sell that now on the website.
Wow.
But the fans are just totally amazing over there.
Yeah, I think they're dedicated. They.
Oh my God.
They make dolls, and I heard everything. Gifts all the time, and.
Oh yeah, I just got a gift. One of the fans has sent me last Saturday a Burn magazine. I was in Burn magazine like
cool.
in the '80s.
Right. Yeah.
Masa Ito. And Masa Ito actually was really behind me.
Right.
He's the one who broke Bon Jovi over there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But she sent me a Burn vintage T-shirt, 1985.
Wow.
A black one as a gift.
Cool. That's definitely cool. Wow. Now in 2014, you had Romeo.
Romeo. Yeah. I got. I'm from Utica, New York. I don't know if anyone knows where that is. It's
right, I know where it is.
Upstate New York.
Yeah.
There's a studio up there Tim Gillis owns, Blue Meanie Studios. It's a famous studio up there, and they were giving me like a super cool time up there. And I used Kelly Yako on that. He's a really awesome drummer up there. Like just hometown guys that I always wanted to play with.
Right. Yeah.
And we recorded Romeo up there, and I used the guitar synth for all the tracks. It was so much fun, just being in my hometown. My niece and nephews came to the session. It was so much fun.
Oh, it's great when you got family coming,
Oh, it's great. It's great.
Definitely. Because I was born in Brooklyn, I lived in Queens, and then I moved to Jersey. So, I know a lot over there, So,
yeah.
In 2015, you had Socially Awkward.
Right. That's the best story of all. That's the song that got me signed. Had this guy Mark Berry. I guess he did like Billy Idol. He's got like 36 gold and platinum records.
Wow.
I've been sending my stuff to him over and over, and he's like, I just don't hear it, buddy. He got me a deal, in South Korea. A lot of the stuff came out. Up All Night came out in South Korea.
Right.
But he just kept for years like, dude, I just don't hear it. I go, yeah, but I toured Japan, I toured UK, I got stuff out in Paris, And then finally, I sent him Socially Awkward, and he goes, this song is a mega hit. I'm signing it.
Cool.
So the single came out on Universal Records, but then they just were holding, and they wouldn't put out the full album, and a UK tour came up.
Right.
And I called him, like, Mark, I have to have a product to go to Europe. I can't just go on a single.
Right, yeah.
So Sony came along, and they were like, yeah, we love it.
Cool.
And we got that album out in Sony, so.
Wow, right. After that came Pretty Things?
Yeah, and Pretty Things, yeah. I'm so happy the way that album turned out. I did another tour, did the Pretty Things tour. And we did that, and that's the one where we did support for Chris Holmes.
Yeah.
Ex-Wasp, the guitar player. Wow, what a trip that have you ever seen him play?
Have I? Yes, a lot. I saw him in Wasp, and then I also saw him in Animal, and then I saw him in Randy Piper's band, called Animal. I photographed that tour,
Oh, awesome.
He's a wild man.
The great thing about that, Brian, was I was the only American there. I use all English players when I go over.
Right, yeah.
And I got the best players, right?
Wow.
Adrian, Paul, and Norm. So we're in the club, right? And everyone's like, oh, God, he's really bad. This guy's a real jerk, he's really going to tear up the walls. And then he's like, who's the one from New York? Who's the effing guy from New York? And I'm like, I was afraid to raise my hand. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Me? Like, he took me under his wing. Yeah, two people from the U.S. Screw the Europe. I hate Europe. He's yelling it out.
Wow. Yeah.
So he let us use all his gear. He had my other guitar player use his rig. It was amazing. He just loved us. He just took us under anything we wanted. His band was kind of mad because I was using his rig,
Right, yeah.
The other guitar player.
Wow.
Just on 10, though. The guy's turns everything up on 10. I couldn't hear for a week.
Wow. Definitely. I know what you mean. But Chris Holmes is a wild man. That guy, yeah. He don't stop.
No.
Nope.
He did. He just kept going on and on. He's like, I hate Europe. I hate all these people. I'm like, oh, dude. He's yelling it out. He's hugging me,
Yeah, I know. I like when he played the club tour, I'm kind of friends with Randy Piper, and when Chris was playing with them, both of them were really comforting people. I enjoyed both of their stays.
Right. They're so animated too, right?
Yep.
That's the word.
Yeah.
Animated.
Wow. So in 2018, you came out with Killstar, which you have a video fight, which is pretty new. And I love the song. Especially when you did it. You know, that's when my friend turned to me and said, you know, this guy's pretty good. You know?
Oh, nice. Yeah.
You know, so like that song's a home run for me. You know, so
oh, nice.
you know, hopefully people, you know, check out the video for that and stuff like that, and listen to the tune, not just the video. Listen to the you know, the music and words and stuff. That's and you had a second single, right?
Yeah, it's coming out. We're going to do a second single on that.
Right.
The story on that song, the fight song, is we had one more session, and the people at Sony were just like, you know, we're not really quite hearing it. You know, you gotta get us something, you know. And it was the last day at 1:00. I had all sheets. I had the chorus, but I had all the sheets of paper in front of me going, oh no, I got to get this song together. And then we just laid that groove, you know, that groove that you hear. And it just came out. It was just so easy. Marshall's cranked, you know.
Right, yeah, wow.
And then I wrote it and we got it done.
Cool.
Now what happened with that, though, is we handed it in and they're like, well, you know, you gotta remix it and remaster it.
Right,
oh, man.
Wow.
So I went to this party, and you know when they walk into a party and they tell you, go put your coats on the bed in the room?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That kind of deal?
Yeah.
So I walk in the room, and there's all these platinum albums all over the walls. I'm like, what the? It was Lou Giordano. He did Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, I read about that.
Yeah, Plain White Tees, got platinums. And I'm like, oh, Lou, man, can you remix Fight for me? And this song Breakdown. He's like, we hit it off immediately, like you and I do.
Yeah, cool. Definitely.
He just mixed the crap out of it, you know, and it just sounds amazing, you know.
Right, it does. It really does. Now you did Wild Horses, and I think you got a video for that too, right?
Yeah, it's just a lyric video, but we're thinking about doing something really cool for it, you know.
Right.
Got another session we're going to be booking. You know, I write all the storylines for all my videos. So.
Cool. It's better than being dictated what you got to do. You know?
I know. Yeah. I just did extra work on The Deuce. You ever hear of The Deuce?
Yeah.
James Franco show. I was the extra. I was sit on the bench and make believe you're talking. I couldn't take it. I'm like, no. I gotta have a spotlight. I was miserable. It was so funny. Like, and they keep calling me to come back and do some more work. I'm like, nah.
Wow. So what are your plans? You know, moving ahead now.
Moving ahead, what we're thinking about is do another video.
Right.
And we're going to do a photo book, which I'm dying to do a book. I have someone that's really interested is going to give us a bunch of money to put a beautiful photo book together.
Cool. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's like something that I want to get done. You know, there's so many photos that we have.
Cool.
Then we're talking about another UK. I've got to get back to the UK. Got some offers already.
Wow.
So I can't wait for that. I just want to go back and see all my buds and my mates, as they say. My mates. Yeah.
Do you enjoy doing the videos?
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Yeah, it's cool.
Because I know the for Fight, you're in a bar, right?
Yeah.
Or a restaurant, bar, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, the Paradise Diner out in Hop Hog, I think you say.
Right, yeah.
In Long Island.
Yeah.
We rented that out.
Cool.
And we used that.
Wow.
But yeah, I just love it. I did a film last year with the Valentine Berlin. I don't know if you saw it. I had to fly to Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, I flew to Frankfurt, and we found a location in the middle of the Black Forest.
Right, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so I flew to Frankfurt, took a 2-hour train ride into the Black Forest, stayed in Baden-Baden.
Cool.
And the call was like 7:30 in the morning. They picked me up at the hotel at 5:30. We just filmed all day.
Right. Wow.
And did this amazing movie. I played a vampire. And
cool.
It was pretty wild.
That's always fun, you know. So, like when you do a live show, you have any like a regimen or whatever before you go on? You eat certain things, or you exercise, or just go on there and play?
Yeah, I don't exercise or do any warm-ups.
Right.
But I do watch my diet. A couple of weeks before, I made it really strict, you know, vegetables and just keep my stamina. Because we do 45 minutes, you got to keep your stamina up.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Play, you know what I mean? And in Europe, it's like an hour and a half, hour and 45.
Right, yeah.
We did six nights in a row, and it was like during the heat wave.
Right, yeah.
And that just dripping. Like those shots you see of me, like in the Ramones pose, I was literally trying to catch my breath in those.
Wow.
That's a secret for all your readers and listeners. Like, wow, he looks so cool. I'm like, nah, I'm trying to catch my breath.
Yeah. Yeah, because like when I see some shows, I said, the singer, he's like running around, not you guys, but I see another singer, and I'm thinking he's going to go down.
Yeah.
He ain't making it. It's tough. They think, I'm just going to walk on there, sing and play and walk away.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
Exactly.
It's not like that at all.
Well, actually, I sing like the couple weeks before I do the whole set.
Right.
And I walk around like in a circle, like just walk the streets and just sing, go to a park, and just do 45 minutes strong at my voice. And,
cool.
Just keep that up, So when I get to the show, it's just like on,
Wow.
Hopefully. But that night, I couldn't hear the monitors at all. One of those you probably hear from bands all the time. There's no monitors, even though they have a beautiful sound system.
Yeah, definitely. Like even when I went to that, that festival this past weekend, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
I can't hear.
Yeah. It was funny, right? The first time, like, here I am in front of all you guys.
Yeah.
I'm just like singing out into the air, going, "Oh no,
wow.
This is the show of my life, and I can't hear anything," So.
Right. So what do you do in your spare time, if you have any?
What do I do in my spare? I'm actually a writer. I write. That's how I make my money. I do all publishing, and I got my Pro Tools, and I send stuff out all the time.
Right. Yeah.
I was actually signed like these huge deals, like at RCA Records. And I was signed to Famous Music, like six-figure kind of deals.
Cool.
So I've always been the writer, and I get my stuff here. I get the checks, royalty checks that are dwindling.
Yeah. Yep.
As you hear from all the musicians,
Yeah, I know. Frampton just posted a picture of his royalty check, and he was kind of pissed off.
Oh wow, really? Is he posted it?
Yeah. Some people I know, they post their the check, and it was like 16 cents.
Wow.
So they're really getting chintzy and stuff like that.
Well, the funny thing is, I'm on Vivo, right? And, let's see, Socially Awkward came out, hit 40,000 views in a week, right? And then Vivo's like, "You got money." I'm like, "Oh man, 40,000. I got $1." You know what it was for 40K?
Wow.
$6.75.
Oh, that's terrible.
For 40,000 views.
That's terrible. Yeah.
I was gonna open. I'm like, "Oh my god, I got money for at least $400." It's like $6.
Yeah,
Can't even buy a coffee in New York.
Wow. Like when people come up to you and say, I'd like to get an autograph. What's that feeling like?
It just feels amazing. It really does. I mean, we have the meet and greets. I love the meet and greets. And every fan that writes to me or sends me something, I always send them like a set list or something really cool from the show or something, to bring them in, to my world. I actually had a guy just hit me up. It was in the rainforest. It was like heartbreaking. He goes, "I'm working the rainforest. I have nothing. I live in this hut. I only listen to your music. I have all your stuff." I'm like, "Oh my."
Wow.
I was almost crying my eyes out. So I sent him. I gave me your address. I sent him everything I could possibly do. T-shirts. You know what I mean?
Well, that was same with me.
Same deal.
You sent me stickers. You sent me your Japanese pick card. You sent me guitar picks.
Yeah.
And you sent me tickets. So I know firsthand, what you do. And I'm sure all the fans appreciate everything you do for them.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way I feel. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the fans, people. Right. You know what I mean? It's just like, God.
Yeah.
It's so serious to me. I care about everyone, And the cool thing about when I was in Japan, I posted some photos on Facebook that I was in Tower Records there.
Right.
And through a Japanese translator, they're like, "Oh my God, you're creating a buzz here. The fans want to meet you."
Right. Yeah.
What should we do? And so what do you want to do? And so I met him at Tokyo Station. So we set up a time, 7:00. I was with my handlers, and you can't touch him. You only sign autographs. The first thing, my hair. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
You girls can let go of my hair. Thank you. Cool. So I met all these fans at the Tokyo Station, and just gave them I brought like a case of stuff and just gave them everything I could.
Right. Yeah. Now with a new band that's just starting up and trying to make waves in the music business, what recommendation would you give them?
I would do, first of all, the product has to really sound good. I mean, I get friends sending me, this is my son's band and stuff, and I just put it on, and it's just like, get your songwriting chops together. Get the songs before you send anything out.
Right.
I would suggest you really should have some. I have mentors all the time, even at my age and all the stuff I'm doing.
Right.
I have people that I just check my stuff all the time. Should I send this out? And I'm like, no. It's really bad. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I always check before I go to the big people. I would suggest, seriously, get to the writing, get the writing down, get a really good demo, and start from there. I seriously, I have people all the time. Can you get me a deal with Universal? Can you get me a deal with Sony? Yeah. Well, what's your demo? Well, I'm just working on a demo now. And
Yep.
Right? I mean, step one, just do step one, work on the songwriting,
Right, yeah.
So that's the best advice.
Yeah. You got any shows coming up you want to talk about?
Not yet, but there is something in the works that's pretty cool.
Cool.
That's all I can tell you. It's going to be a support. Hopefully in the end of October or early November. It's going to be something really cool. We just got the call like this week after that show, obviously.
Right. Cool.
So yeah, but I'll give you the scoop on it, the exclusive. How's that?
Thank you very much. So
definitely.
Bob Dee, what's the with Petro mean? I really.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I could not get the right. There's so many Bob Dees out there.
Right.
So I had to have a name of a band.
Right.
I was in Europe actually, and I kept seeing that all the gas is called Petro.
Right.
With an L.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, so I took off the L, and I saw the circle logo, and we got that made.
Wow.
So yeah, my band's called Petro, so I have the rights, to Bob Dee with Petro.
Okay.
But it's funny, with Sony, when the new album came out, they just dropped the with Petro. It's just Bob Dee, Killstar.
Yeah, because so even when I was doing like research, I found like baseball players.
No, that's the thing. That's why I kept it. But it's so funny. They didn't even tell me or ask me. I woke up, when everyone else did. I look at Spotify and I'm like, what? It's Bob Dee, huh? Okay.
Right. Cool. Definitely.
Even with the Pretty Things cover, that wasn't the cover that we submitted. It was like a totally different cover. I woke up and I had to hit all my people up in Asia and all my people up in Europe to change. Oh, the cover's changed.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
But luckily there was a time zone.
Yeah. Definitely. Well, Bob, it was good talking to you, and once again, I thank you for the the invite and the tickets to go see you guys live at the Gramercy, and it was an amazing show. I really enjoyed myself, and I thank you for that.
Great.
Would you?
Thank you so much for having me. Definitely.
No problem. Would you like to say anything to fans in conclusion?
I just want to say thank you to everyone that came out. Thank you. I'm just so happy. The album's going to do really well, and thank you, Brian, for having me on your show. I love it.
No problem. Thanks a lot, man.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye.